Hi everybody, it's Danielle from Little Shop of Hoarders, and today I'm here with sharing my experience with a tutorial from Café Craft on tag dispensers. I will link the tutorial I followed in the description box below, so if you want to try it for yourself you can just follow that link. So these are the tutorial was for tag dispensers, which would hold tags that you could then use as you needed them when you were making your journals. So Patricia was doing hers by color. I did mine by theme. So this is childhood, this is women, this is animals, this is cityscapes. I ended up doing 8 of them. There's music underneath here. And I found these really handy. Now, I didn't do tags. I actually did journal cards. So the reason I did that, and I did them all with torn edges on the images. The reason I did that is because A, it's easier to start with a torn edge if you're going to go with a torn edge. And if I want to go with a straight edge, I can just trim that off. But once it's glued, it's hard to get that tear on there. So that's why I did that. These are all 4.5 by 6.5 journal cards, and I've just attached cardstock on most of them. Some of them have tea dye paper. I can do a collage, create a journal space, or just leave it as a journal space and tuck it into a pocket or clip it to a page. I really found these handy when I was making Christmas presents because I could always find something I needed in the colors I needed and the theme I needed to put into the journals I was making. So they were super easy to make, and basically they have an extra piece on the top so that you can just tear them out and use them. I made 50 journal cards per dispenser, and they're easily refillable. You just untie it and then you replace them. So most of these don't have 50 in them anymore because I did use a lot of them when I made my Christmas presents. So but I did find this was a fun tutorial, but even more than that, it was super useful. I can't tell you how much time it saved me having these already made when it came time to do the journals. It made that process go a whole lot faster. So it was an easy tutorial to follow. I really love doing it, and like I said, these are super useful. And I tried to, except for this is the first one I made, and I used a bit of a different, this was more about nature papers and the textured papers and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of different papers in here. These other ones tended to be images that were just attached to cardstock. So they're basically a journaling card and or a decorative card to go into. And if I wanted to make them tags, it would be easy for me to cut them into tags at this point as well. So that's another reason why I went with journal cards instead of tags. And I do find that Patricia's tutorials leave you a lot of room to adapt them. So that's one of the reasons why I love them. The other reason why I love her tutorials is because I really love her style. So I encourage you to follow the link below and check out her channel. It would, I promise you, it'll be well worth the click. So that's it for the journal tag dispensers. They were worth making. They saved me a lot of time. They were easy to make, and it helped me use up a lot of images that I had. For years I collected art magazines, never doing anything other than looking through them and sort of bringing me joy that way. But now I can use them in the journals, and I have a way to do that. And some of them are hard to use because they're from magazine pages, and magazine paper I find is not the easiest paper to work with when you're journaling. So that is my experience with the tutorial. Click like if you like the video, hit subscribe if you want to see my experience with more tutorials. I think I'm going to do a book haul video next. So we'll see you soon, and thanks for stopping by.